What is up guys, the StrongBoys19 here. I wasn't going to be doing this video, but I thought I just wanted to make it, get it over with, to share my own thoughts around this new direction and lineup from one of the biggest modern rock and metal bands of today since over 25 years to this point, and that band is Linkin Park. 2017 was the year that we felt so shocked and absolutely heartbroken by the passing of the legendary vocalist Chester Bennington. And it just came out of the blue. When I was in my teens, I really did enjoy early Linkin Park. I used to actually have the debut album Hybrid Theory. I gave it away to one of my friends who is a bigger Linkin Park fan than me, but I never disliked the band. I really appreciated their open-hearted originality by combining through distorting guitars and electronic pieces and a ton of vocal melody. And I think Chester was definitely one of the special members of the band, and the whole band deserved the admiration from the fans and anywhere all over the world. But now we have seen the revealed lineup with a different vocalist and a different drummer to the band. The previous drummer from the band, Rob, did not want to be joining for the reunion, and I can understand why, because it must have been so painful to be affected from Chester's passing, and I think Linkin Park have made the right decision to return back to popularity. I have watched for some minutes the live broadcast of the new lineup performing in front of a big crowd with a new singer called Emily. I decided to give her a shot, and you cannot really compare her to Chester Bennington so highly, because Chester was a unique vocalist. He had perfect grit and distortion through his vocals and soaring, beautiful, clean vocals. He was always one of the best things about Linkin Park's music that stands so strongly. Now with their new vocalist Emily, I have heavily listened to her vocals. I will give her so much appreciation. While she is in big shoes to fill in Chester's leading vocal role, it must have been something that, feels so big for her. Because, it's this same saying that no one is going to be like the different musician. No one could top off greats like Dio or Freddie Mercury or any other member. And it's not only just for vocals, any musician for any instrument that they play. Linkin Park, in my opinion, have decided to come back with their heads held high. And I would say Chester would have been very, very proud of the guys. And the new drummer is brilliant, by the way. I really dug his drumming. He filled in his own chops, his own beats, and he delivered his own way of playing. I've been looking at some of the comments from anywhere, like Facebook or Instagram, and there are some that are absolutely bad comments. You know, if you are a fan of the band, at least, just at least give the band respect. And you should be appreciating that Linkin Park are back. Whether they're your favourite band or one of your favourite bands, you must be grateful and to be supportive by the band's decision. Lineup changes have to happen with personal reasons. You may not like it, but deal with it. Some bands come and go. Linkin Park is one of the bands now that was active, then broke up, and then they have returned by their own choice. The comments that are full of backlash, I don't care what you think of lineup changes, and it is your opinion to say what you think of these things. It is inevitable for many music fans, but some lineup changes work out for the better. Emily is not like Chester, but that does not mean that I would give her shit. She's a different vocalist, and she's really talented. I was hearing her own take through the yells and the gritty distortion, and she's in the band for the early days of her career as a vocalist. Cut her the slack that you ungrateful twats have been saying. It must have been very difficult for the band themselves to find a vocalist. The negative comments on Emily had been nothing but vile, misogynistic, and disgusting. If you don't have anything nice to say, stop listening. Move on. Shut the fuck up would be my direct answer. But for any other Linkin Park fan who gave their approval to Emily and to respect the band's choice, that is so much better. Like I said, I've not been a fan of Linkin Park, but I really respect their art, their style. They have deserved to be getting a lot of the warming reception now that they're back with a new lineup. You can say what you want to say, but if it's something that is really offensive, even if it's with a new member of the opposite sex, if you don't have anything positive to say about it, don't say a goddamn word. Linkin Park deserved better than that. They're going to be returning with new material, and I believe they're going to be making a new studio album, or are going to release a new studio album. And with the new logo too, they have been through a lot, and some of these assholes have not been thinking about stuff like that. After Chester passed, it has affected the band so horribly. It affected millions of fans because the band were completely going through some of the worst times of their lives, not as musicians but as people. And with that being said, I am glad that Linkin Park have returned with this lineup that I will always appreciate. That's all I would like to say about this. It may be, I would say, difficult to digest at first, but at least share the respect. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll keep you guys posted for more videos in the near future.